in a few minutes' time? Yeah. Okay, so it's going to be Wyatt next, and it's going to be about 5 minutes. About 5 minutes. Jurassic Park. I can't. Oh.
Genuinely might self-combust before the night's out. It's men like Jeff Goldblum, Alison. Do a little prayer for me. Okay, thank you. Nice to see you guys. Next one. Yeah, it's all good. See what it is.
It's in development. It's doing a show for Netflix, a big second-part show, based on a Shirley Conrad novel. Do you remember Shirley Conrad? Savages, about the four women that get marooned on the like lost in the desert island. It's really fun. Very good. Yeah, really good.
Oh, sorry.
Eden, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. How's it going?
Yeah.
Talking to the camera. We're talking to you. The movie's good.
Take that. Colin next. Okay, Steve. So he's not quite here.
It's just going to get to the end, so like a minute or
Got
two.
it. So Steve, just when Colin gets to the end of the autographs, then he's ready. 1 or 2 minutes. Just when he finishes signing, he'll come here.
When they sign that,
Yeah.
the girl blocks my shot.
Right, got it. Yeah. You know when they sign the thing, could you stand the other side of them to the
So the camera can. Okay.
Thanks.
Looking very dapper. Hello.
Yeah, sorry about that, Steve. It's about 1 minute probably. He's just signing like 3 or 4 more autographs.
Rivals is here. They're all here, I tell you. Yeah, cool.
Thank you. Hello, Edith.
How are you?
I'm very well.
Water?
Oh, it's not this one.
No, we've not had Eve yet. We've not had Eve. We've not had Eve yet.
Okay. Yeah.
I think if I put you first, she'll get it. Like if Eve's on and she gets it, she'll get it. Yeah, I think it makes sense. Yeah, she's not doing any radio, so. She's not doing anything. Hewson a lot quickly, like yeah. Side and then do it. Interesting. So I think. Yeah. Stick with Emily next.
Yeah. Yeah, sticking with Emily now. She's still signing, so when she's done signing.
Hi. my God. It's mental. It's absolutely mental. Yeah. Great. Must say as well, it's a very pleasant evening in terms of the temperature and whatnot. She speaks too soon and suddenly a grey cloud descends.
Okay. Very short, very short.
Oh my
very
God,
short.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I would just, yeah, if we can, that'd be great.
Big old. Is there some stairs? Oh my God. Is there? Oh, there is a stand. Going. Hi. Oh God. Rip. Here we go. Oh my God. Good to see you. Oh my God. That's so cool. I'm so happy.
To face. And when someone else instead of me always seems to know the way, then I look at you and the world's all right with me. I just one look at you and I know it's gonna be
baby, would you make it alright? Or maybe that much better. If you wanted, you could make it all worth it, worth it, worth it, worth it. Ooh, when I see the sunrise with you, make it that much better. So I hope you're gonna make it all worth it, worth it, worth it, worth it. Ooh, worth all of the time I'm about to give you, baby. So I hope you're gonna make it all worth it, worth it, worth it, worth it. Ooh, yeah. And so we cruise, baby. So we cruise, baby.
Get up now. Place your feet on solid ground. Get up now. Friends come and go. Who's got you now? Those obstacles ahead, they don't disappear if you stay trapped inside your head.
And
And from that place of love, you can love your neighbor. But only from that place of love that starts in your very own heart.
I don't.
Get up now. And live for you, baby. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you've got to live for yourself. I can't live it for you.
Come on.
They can live it for
Come on.
no.
David Koepp.
David Koepp. And then if anybody does arrive that we need to announce, just do it in my ear if it needs to be done in between, yeah? What, 2 minutes till he comes, or we have 2 minutes? Okay, cool. I'll just keep him here until you tell me to wrap. Like, which will be literally dragging him off stage. So he's going to be on that side of me, isn't he?
Offline and with and time will just
Okay, he's coming over. You've got to see, yeah.
Hi, David.
Thank you.
Hello. How you doing? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, David.
Congratulations. Everything I wanted.
Oh, is it?
It's just
Oh, good. Was it emotional?
yeah, really. Can I get a shot of the eye? If that's
Yes.
okay?
No one's here, so let the music make you whole.
That's okay.
We can find
Thank you for being
ways
here.
My pleasure.
separate from yesterday. So go
Yes.
ahead and forget.
Right. Okay. Thank you. So many questions.
So that's gonna push him.
Don't linger on me too long. The famous people are coming.
About tomorrow's okay. Just as today will be soon a distant past. Why don't you come round and love me? Keep the spark in the pressure ground.
Okay, we're getting Colman on stage. Not yet, just, sorry, it's all the scenes on this one. just at the end now. It's kind of-
Hello. Hi, Edith. I'm Colman.
It really is, right? Is it so is, yeah, I can't wait to see you again. Okay, here we go. Just forget it.
It's turned on.
It's very special. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Thank you, Colman. I know you're going to be as excited. J.J. Abrams.
We might just have to hold for a second.
That's fine, no worries. Yep, that's fine. Cool. Yeah, it might be a little bit of a break in the interview, Steve, because we're just doing a family photo at the time.
It's right. Is it Krieger or Krieger?
No, but I would heavily guess Krieger. Family photo, so I assume I'll be quite taking past that a lot. But yeah, we're doing this photo.
Sorry, I just keep handing you.
No, perfect. Yep. So after the family photo, yeah, okay. Try. So okay, I'll hold off. They're going to tell me as soon as the photo's done. They'll let me know who's coming next. It is absolutely star-studded out here. Holy. Jeff Goldblum. Definitely Wyatt.
Yes.
Yeah. And it,
Always a pleasure to get to chat to Mr. Colin Firth. How are you?
I'm very well.
Congratulations on this film and this performance. He's not the usual character that we see you playing, but I like it. Tell us a little bit about, well, what can you tell us about Scanlon?
Well, I was going for adorable, cuddly, fluffy.
Leading you into a false sense of security.
No, I mean, listen, it was working with Stephen. It was just, where do I stand? Tell me what to do. I'm there. No, I mean, it's very, very, very satisfying to play the guy that no one likes, you know, because you're not trying to be liked, you know, liberating stuff.
Does it give you more to play with, in a way?
Kind of. I mean, if you're playing, I mean, playing nice is exhausting. I mean, we all know, most of us know what something of what that's like.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
No, I had a ball, and then you start, because he doesn't think he's a villain. So then you're looking for, okay, what does he think? And you know, I can see his point of view.
I was just chatting to David, who you've known for a long time.
Many years.
David Koepp. Lovely
Yeah.
reunion of you two of you for this.
Yeah, that was another highlight.
Yeah.
I mean, not only to be, I mean, working with Spielberg is something I sort of thought probably would never happen. And so that was like, you know, the pretty much kid. I mean, when Jaws, I was still at school just about when this very young Spielberg already had made Jaws.
Yeah.
And then when I think David and I met, it was his first movie. He was just out of college pretty much. I was about 27, I think, doing a little indie film somewhere. And we'd been in touch ever since. Never worked together again until this.
No way. I mean, well, he's written you. We were just talking actually about one of his favourite moments in the film, and it's the scene with you and Colman, which is absolutely extraordinary. Such an important moment in the film as well. It's quite Shakespearean, I've said. There's, I mean, it could be his own almost short film in a way as well, just that scene. Talk to me a little bit about reading that and then getting the opportunity to play with Colman in that space.
Well, it was always sort of looming because it's effectively the only time we ever meet, and yet we're bonded. You know, we have this history together, both of us feeling betrayed in some way. And so there's this love. We're like brothers who went different ways. And so it had all of that informed in it. And we actually, in talking about it with David, with Stephen, the content of the scene evolved.
Oh, wow, okay.
A little bit, sort of, you know, added certain textures. But also Stephen was, as he always is, on fire while we were shooting it.
Oh,
you know, let's see what happens
Alive.
if it has this energy. Let's see what happens if well, let's contain it. Let's see what happens if it's more vulnerable, less vulnerable. You know, playing with. He's rather like a brilliant jazz musician. You know, you have great jazz musicians. You start with a theme.
Yeah.
And then you see if you can stretch it without breaking the thread. You
Yeah.
know. So, but it's always alive.
What in terms of research did you do, you know, in terms of, because as David was just telling me, so much of this is kind of based in so much truth and research and you know, situations that people and conversations have been had. For you, what were the important elements of research for you?
I think I can answer that quite easily. None. I mean, zero. I've always been somewhat curious, but as far, you know, to me, okay, mystery. I quite like mystery. I'd love to find out something, but I never was one of the people who went down a rabbit hole. But 5 minutes with Stephen and hearing what he knows, or suspects, or hopes. You know, when I say knows, by the way, there's no. He doesn't. He knows what the rest of it. He's seen the congressional hearings. It's contagious. The curiosity just gets on the. And I realized that it had affected everybody. So then you do start to talk. I watched the documentary, and it was compelling. You know, I see why people do go down the rabbit hole.
I'm so excited for people to see this film.
Yeah.
It really is something very special, and a huge congratulations on your wonderful part and fantastic performance in it.
Thank you.
Colin Firth, everybody.
Thank
you so much.
Thanks, Edith. Nice to see you.
I can't believe I'm joined by the wonderful Colman Domingo. How are you, sir?
Believe it. Hello, how are you? It's good to see you.
All the better for you being
Oh,
here.
thank you so much.
Your
Hello, London.
Yes! I think everybody needs a Hugo in their life.
Yeah, I think so too.
He's a formidable and beautiful character.
He's a beautiful character who really has such a great capacity for empathy. Someone who knows a little bit more than everyone else, but it's someone who's so in tune and believes in our better angels that if we just lean into the thing that we don't know and not fear it,
Yeah.
that it's possibly good for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there a part of prep that was really important for you to kind of find him, or I don't know?
It was the research. So, like, the moment we started, Steven Spielberg, Mr. Legend Steven Spielberg, would send me a lot of things to think about, whether it's documentaries, whether it's articles, whether it's testimonials, whether it's research, and really we developed a brain trust. In particular, there was a gentleman who studied psychology, who was a teacher at Harvard, who I really focused in on, and he really, once he had contact with people who had experiences with non-humans or UAPs and UFOs, he actually really believed them and understood that and really advocated for them, even though he was shunned and discredited and things like that. But he was like, I believe. He said, it's someone who studied the psychology of people. And with all that research, I have become even more so a believer, to be very honest.
I could just have you talk at me for hours.
I'm going to do that.
Perfect.
Hours. We're going to be right here.
Please.
You guys go away. I'm going to be right here with Edith.
I was just chatting with David, and he was saying that one of his favourite scenes, actually, and I had a question already to ask you about, was with the scene with Colin Firth. It's like a piece of Shakespeare. It's such a fantastic scene. Talk to me a little bit about playing in that playground.
Okay, first of all, I got very excited to play opposite Colin Firth because he's such a formidable actor. He's so wonderful. And I knew that we can have a great dance. We are two people who, as you'll find in the film, that we were simpatico, but now we have very differences of opinion about information. And then we have this tete-a-tete with each other. And it really is, it's a centerpiece of the film, because there's an argument, a great argument that I think the film really needs. It's sort of the film slows down for a moment, just so you can have this argument. There's lots of moments throughout this film where it's like, have a quick reset, think about what you're about to experience, and keep going,
Because it does throw up so many questions, the film, and I think that's one of the many wonderful things about it. Not your first rodeo with Mr. Spielberg as well.
No, it's not.
What is that world like? What is his world like when you're embraced and brought into it?
Okay, let me tell you. Steven is the most collaborative director. He's kind, he's funny, he's generous. He shows up very stylish every day, too. But also, when I tell you he has a sense of play, so all that wonder that we see in movies like E.T. or, Close Encounters or whatever, he carries that with him. So you have a sense of awe and wonder, even while you're creating it. So it's really honest, what we're creating.
What do you think you're going to take away from this experience of this film? We talk about what audience is going to take away from it, but what did you take away from this experience?
I take away many things. One that I'm going to think about right now is the friendship that I developed with Emily Blunt, with Colin Firth, with Josh O'Connor, with Eve Hewson, and the rest of our company. We all became very close because I think that actually Steven really choreographed this company in a gorgeous way. He wanted people who would bring the whole hearts to it, and people who are very hopeful. And also they're very funny, and they're very lovely and cheeky, and I love being a part of that company. So the friendships.
I'm so excited for people to see this film, but to see your performance, because it is absolutely beautiful. Thank you for stopping by to chat.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
The wonderful Colman Domingo. Thank you,
my
sir.
love.
Thank you so much. David Koepp, I'm going to linger on you for as long as I possibly can. It's wonderful to have you here. Thank you for
so
being
much.
here. How does it feel getting on your carpet tonight here at the UK premiere for Disclosure Day?
Well, it's delightful because I so desperately want people to see this movie. It's a special movie. I found it very emotional when I saw it now several times, and I want other people to have that same feeling.
How are you describing it?
The first word I use is emotional. Yeah. I feel that there's something very deeply human about this movie that comes from Steven's heart, And I think that we don't see that as much in movies anymore, and that profound sense of wonder. So I would say emotional, there's a sense of wonder, but it's also, then these sequences erupt and you think, oh my God, this is also an exciting thriller. So it's got a little of everything.
It also comes from your words, sir, your script. And I'm really intrigued by the kind of seed of that, you know, in terms of your starting point and what inspired you.
Well, I was deeply inspired by the 40-page story that Steven sent me, which is probably the easiest beginning to a movie I'll ever have. No, he sent a story and said, what do you think of this? And we started talking about it, and he asked me to write it. And, you know, I know he views it as a sort of a summation of a lot of thoughts he's had in movies he's made for many years. And I was seized by an overwhelming feeling of not wanting to screw that up. And I think everybody in the cast felt the same way, which is we all realize, hey, this guy's asked us to help him tell his story. It's him. Let's up our game. We have to do the best work we've done.
Do you dive into research? I'm really intrigued by what that research might involve.
There is no if you want to research this topic, there is no shortage of people who want to talk to you, people who've had experiences, now declassified government reports, books, good books, many documentaries, and then if you go down the internet rabbit hole, you're in danger of never coming back. So the problem isn't finding things to research; it's knowing when to stop.
The characters that you've created and written, they're so rich and kind of deep, and it's almost a puzzle in a way in terms of these relationships, their individual stories and stuff. How do you go about kind of forming those fully written characters that have so much backstory that we feel connected to immediately?
Well, you know what it is? It's rewrites. You write a script, you settle on what you think the structure of that script is and generally who these people are. And then Steven is, of course, expert at finding, okay, but who are they as human beings? So there was a point at which there's 5 leads in the movie, and we would go through and do a draft from the point of view of that character and focus only on that character and try to make them as human and real and specific as we could.
Does a collaboration with Steven, is every new project like starting again, in a way?
Well, it is like starting again in that you're making it up from scratch. But you develop a shorthand. Now it's been 30-some years, so we certainly are used to each other. But what I love about it is I believe that Steven's favorite part of the process, and certainly my favorite part, is still the very beginning. That moment when you say, hey, wouldn't it be cool if... That you can't beat.
I want to ask you about the corporation that's featured in the film, Wardex. What does it stand for?
That stands for Waived Reporting, Development, and Extraction.
Talk to me about waived reporting.
Well, that's an actual term. You know, we picked up a lot. There's a lot of real government lingo in this movie. That we heard that in the congressional hearings in 2023 in the States. In some of the testimonies, they would talk about programs they developed that had so-called waived reporting, which means you don't have to tell anyone about it, which is just so antithetical to the whole idea of supervised government. That's off the books stuff.
How present are you whilst the film's being shot? You know, in terms of, are you there? Are things kind of still involved as the film's being shot with Steven? And
it depends on the film, and it depends on one's relationship with the director. In this case, Steven asked if I would be there most of the time, so I was there a lot, and I loved it. What I loved is that sometimes directors don't like to have the writer there. They feel like they're being supervised. What he wants you there for your opinion, and he wants you there to help with problem solving. So if I'm an active participant and I'm welcome, I'd be more than happy to be there.
Is there a scene or a piece of dialogue or something from the film that you're particularly proud of for Disclosure Day?
Oh gosh, there is a scene between Colin Firth and Colman Domingo.
Yes.
About 2/3 of the way through the movie. Boy, we rewrote that 45 times. It contains a lot of ideas, and it has to be specific to those characters, and I think they performed it so beautifully.
It's quite Shakespearean. It's fabulous. Congratulations and thank you. It's absolutely wonderful. It really,
Thank
really
you
is.
so much.
Yeah.
I'm glad you liked it.
Thank you for stopping by for a chat. The
Pleasure.
wonderful David Koepp, everybody.
Hi.
It's so good. The film's amazing.
Thank
You're
you
amazing.
so much. Thank you.
Oh my, it's so special, honestly.
Oh, it's
Congrats.
so special. When did you see it?
2 days ago.
Oh my God, yeah.
Still crying.
I know.
In a good way, though. In a good way. It's like uplifting.
I felt like limbless after I saw it.
I'm here with Emily Blunt, by the way, everybody. Just
everyone.
chat amongst yourselves. Chat amongst yourselves. I've got to ask, though, you kind of get... Steven Spielberg reaches out, wants you to be in his film. Set the scene. Call, email, lunch.
I got a call, screamed loudly, and then I said, when? I'll clear everything. I'll clear my entire life to meet him. And then I met him about a week later, and I was just giddy. I mean, it's amazing. He is this complete icon, even though he's going to be so annoyed that I'm saying that he wants to vaporize anytime anyone says that.
Oh, I look forward to him being on this stage then.
But I was just thrilled. He has just made such an imprint on my entire childhood and life. I don't remember much about watching movies as a child, but I remember his.
Yeah.
You know.
And, you know, what he and David have created for you in this character, Margaret.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen a female character like her on screen.
No, they really tightened the screws on me.
It's an amazing performance,
Thank you.
Emily.
Thank you
what
so
were
much.
you most excited about the character to kind of dive into?
Honestly, I think the challenge. I mean, she's such a whirlwind, and there's something really kaleidoscopic about what was required of what I had to do. And I think I've always loved that his characters are not these elite action superheroes. They're quite idiosyncratic. They're vulnerable. They're white-knuckling these situations. They're usually outsiders. They're in way over their head. And she felt so Spielbergian. Oh, my God, my mum's up there.
Hi, Mum. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh.
She's so cute.
That's good on the family WhatsApp.
And that's my trainer, Monique Eastwood. Look,
Oh,
she's horrified.
Bravo.
Yeah!
But it's that thing. She's got there's this beautiful kind of moments in the film where she's almost kind of gliding with happiness to everybody.
Yeah.
And it's just,
Well,
it
I
really
think
imprints on you.
Empathy's a superpower, and I think once she realizes that, I think at first it's when your mind is not your own, it's probably terrifying.
Yeah.
But then I think she realizes what a gift she has.
If you ever want to take a U-turn on the acting, you know, there's definitely a role as a UN translator, kind of a negotiator.
That's what I wanted to do.
No.
Yes. I was
Wow.
going to go to university and do Spanish and be a translator, and then I got an agent.
What have you taken away from this experience? Last thing, please.
Spielberg's my friend. Is that cool? Steven Spielberg's my friend now.
Mic drop. It's so wonderful to
So
see you
good
in
to
this
see you.
role.
I love seeing you. Thank
It's
you.
yeah, it's really special. Thanks for
Thank
popping
you.
by. The
Thank
wonderful
you.
Emily Blunt,
thanks,
everybody.
Dude. I'm so happy to see you. Thank you. All right, I'm going to stagger down.
I'm joined by Eve Hewson. How are you?
I'm absolutely fantastic.
Oh, tell us a little bit about Jane.
Oh, Jane. She's a very complicated girl.
Those are the best ones.
Yes, exactly. No, Jane, had a secret life. She used to be a novitiate, and so when this information is revealed to her, she sort of asks the moral questions of what does this mean for religion? What does this mean for the world? What does this mean for people of faith and for God? And, tells Daniel, if this information gets out, it's going to cause chaos, and we have to really think about this before we just send the USB over,
You and Josh are wonderful on screen
Thank
together.
you.
This relationship that we feel the history and the trust there
Oh,
with
thank
each
God,
other.
because we were told today that there was no romance in the movie, and we were like,
Come on.
oops.
No,
We
definitely.
thought we were romantic.
Oh, you are, and just he puts himself in front of anything that comes her way, to protect her,
Yeah.
and that's romance for me.
Yes,
for sure.
it is. It is. Yes.
Absolutely. I want to ask you about the kind of there's an opportunity for you, and I'm trying not to give too much away.
I know, it's hard.
Of almost kind of playing different sides of a character, really, and almost like diving into parts of her that she doesn't even know are there. I guess in a way. Is that fun for you?
That was very fun for me. I don't know how we can talk about that.
It's hard, yeah.
But there's Jane,
Yeah.
and then there's
Jane.
a different kind of Jane. And so that was great because I think Jane has this moral compass. She really has a good heart.
Yeah.
She believes in the truth. She believes in humanity. And then there's another sort of version of her that's literally the opposite. And so I got to do both.
It's great.
Which was special.
This is not your first Spielberg experience as well.
That's right. That's right.
That's right. Oh, yeah. What is it? But describe what that world is like, you know, when you are on his sets and you are collaborating with him and part of his storytelling.
He's so incredible and he's so intuitive and he understands his actors in a way that I've never, ever worked with another director before. No hate, no shade to all the other directors that I've worked with. But he has this understanding of what kind of performance he's looking for and how to communicate that to you. He works very closely with you. He wants to, you know, be right there. Every emotion that you go through, he goes through that with you. So you have a partner in whatever you're going to do. It's an exceptional experience. And I think that's why every actor here tonight is so moved by being asked to do this because he is truly an incredible partner.
I normally ask people, you know, what they want audiences to take away from seeing the film. But what did you take away from this experience of Disclosure Day?
We have to believe in people. We have to believe in our community. And we have to have more empathy for each other. I mean, Emily's character, when she can't say, but there's a lot of moments where she expresses empathy to people who are in very stressful situations. And it's very beautiful. And also, this is like a really fun, heartwarming, action-packed.
Everything.
Like, it's a great film.
Yeah.
I loved it.
It very much is. And you are wicked in it.
Thank you.
And Eve Hewson, thank you so much for popping by to chat.
Thank you,
Congratulations. Thank you.
See you later, baby.
Only Josh O'Connor. Hello.
Hey. Hi.
Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
Never
Always
a chore. This is a beautiful film and a beautiful performance. Talk to me about this part and it being offered to you and reading the script and what you were excited about diving into.
Yeah, it's really, I mean, it's surreal. Yeah. I'm sure everyone's saying that. But it is. And yeah, it was kind of one of the most special experiences ever. Like the first time I met Steven, it was like a phone call out of the blue and do you want to go and meet Steven Spielberg? To be honest, like a lot of the filming, I felt like, you know, in the 90s when you collect the tokens off the side of cereal packets?
Yes.
Like, it was like I'd done that.
Wow.
And
you had your own Steven Spielberg Panini sticker book.
Yes, exactly, yeah. And it sort of still feels like that. I'm still looking over and I'm like, I don't know if I'm meant to be here. But yeah.
You definitely are.
Good.
You've got the most wonderful scene partners in Eve and Emily, and there are different relationships that your character has. Yeah. But the kind of truth that we see and feel with those relationships, you know, the history with Eve and then this new thing, but that has history potentially. Talk to me about working with those actors and sort of finding those relationships.
Well, I think, and this is true of any project, but I think when you're around people like Emily and Colin and Colman and Eve, you know, these are all incredible actors, and there's a certain amount you can do before you start a job, and then when you know, really the work is just responding to other great performers, and they're so terrific at what they do. So it's just kind of straightforward, really. Just listen and respond, and they're a great team. We're all very close, and that's not always the case.
Yeah.
So it was great. Yeah.
I have to mention the train scene.
Yeah.
I mean, action hero Josh. Yeah. Hello.
Would you believe it?
Yes.
Crazy.
That, I mean, I was on. So annoying for the people sat next to me whilst I was watching the film because I was so audible about it. And just that, but that scene is extraordinary and it's so tense and you almost hold your breath for the whole time. What's the kind of reality of shooting something like that? Because the film has both ends of the spectrum, you know, the intimate, quiet moments and then this kind of these crazy scene.
Yeah, you're sort of holding your breath when you're doing it. It's like, it's really scary. And, you know, luckily Emily has done movies like that before. And so she's got a bit more experience. But yeah, I mean, you're on a wire, thank God. Not on a real moving train, spoiler. But it was great. It was like, I never imagined myself doing something like that. So I had a great time, and it took a couple of weeks to shoot. Yeah, it's like being in a playground. It's great.
With the best.
With the best pals to do it with. Yeah.
Oh, listen, it's so great to see you.
You
and
too,
huge
Edith.
congratulations
Thanks very
on this film. The wonderful Josh O'Connor, everybody.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Steven Spielberg.
Hello, Rick. Hey.
I feel slightly kind of, smug about this, but I've seen it, and congratulations. So huge. Well done. It's absolutely beautiful. It's everything we want and more. You clearly have such a beautiful fascination and inspiration with this subject, but this is a different perspective. And I was interested to what the catalyst was to want to tell this story.
I think the catalyst was when I kind of removed the genre of science fiction, and I started looking at this as a movie about something that is starting to become more and more kind of realistic in the real world, something that seems so unreal and so virtually foreign is suddenly becoming a little more credible. And it wasn't that I was wanting to make an incredible movie. I wanted to make a credible movie about the whole UFO phenomenon, not a holistic review of UFOs through history, but from the perspective of the very brave whistleblowers that are just now coming out and starting to say, there is a hidden truth that's been hidden for 8 decades, and they are talking about it. And I decided to write this starting in 2023.
You always tell such beautiful human stories of real people who maybe find themselves in extraordinary or, otherworldly situations. Your cast in this are extraordinary. The relationships
I'm so proud of all
and the
of
performances are unbelievable. With Emily and Josh in particular, it's such a unique thing, is all I'm going to say.
Yeah, exactly. It's very unique, and you have to really see the movie to appreciate how unique they are. But they're realistic. They're they're like us. Even though they have, I mean, she plays a weather lady in Kansas City, and he plays a kind of, he's a whistleblower. Works in a deep state contracting company. At the same time, what they do and their stories that are told separately start to converge, and when they come together, it's pretty amazing what happens between them.
How much does it develop when they're in those roles? I've heard from some of your wonderful collaborators tonight that you respond to things, so a scene might change, the tone of it might change purely from performance. How important is that to you, to allow your collaborators to explore and help tell the story?
Well, I don't hire actors just because they're good actors. I hire them because they're all good storytellers. They have ideas. And once they get to know a character, they often get to know the character that David Koepp and I created better than the characters we thought we knew better than anybody else on the face of the planet. And suddenly Emily Blunt knows her character better than we wrote the character. And so does Colin Firth, and so does Hewson, and so does Josh O'Connor, and the whole great cast. So this was a collaboration. We became a family on this.
Talking of collaborations, it would be remiss of me, being such a huge fan of soundtracks, to mention the score and Maestro Williams and the music. The music on this film is everything. It's kind of delicate piano to huge orchestration. It's delicious. What was that collaboration like?
Well, it was wonderful because when John saw the movie for the first time, he did something which he's done a couple of times, but not often, and that is he said, this time I'm going to write music not to lead the film. I'm going to write music under the film to give it a slight nudge forward, but I'm not going to lead it. Like Indiana Jones leads, that score leads the film. Close Encounters leads the film. It's so symphonic. This is more subtle, but it's still pure John Williams genius.
It's gorgeous. Now, we saw in The Fabelmans, you practice in those train chase scenes very early on.
But those were small electric trains.
This is
a full-size train in Disclosure Day.
How was that for you?
It was scary. It was scary.
Scary is good, though, no?
It scared me. It scared the actors, and they were on safety wires. Didn't matter.
Listen, you have given us another beautiful gift with Disclosure Day. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's wonderful to have you here. Enjoy
it's great
tonight.
to be here.
Thank you. Steven
Thanks,
Spielberg!
everybody. Thank you, everybody.
So thrilled to be joined by Wyatt Russell. How are you?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you very much. Excited to chat to you about Jackson.
Perfect.
He's a very funny character.
Let's hope so.
How would you describe him?
I've described Jackson as a guy who's just trying to make it to 5 o'clock. Like a lot of us are. Just make it to the end of the day. If you got kids, you got a job, you're just like, how the hell am I going to get to the end of this day? And that's Jackson. And then his life gets turned upside down. And we got to see how that guy reacts.
There's this amazing kind of energy, this kind of perpetual motion that's going on, almost kind of in kind of contrast between you and Emily at times, where she's kind of, constantly moving and you're just trying to sort of like calm her down and get her to kind of stay in one place for a minute. That must have been a lot of fun to have a scene partner like that and to play those scenes.
Well, yeah. Anytime you get to have a scene partner like Emily Blunt, yes, it's going to be fun. What made it more fun, as well as her being extremely unearthly talented, was that she's as kind of a person as she is as good of an actress. So that always makes it that much better of an experience when you're on set.
And talk to me a little bit about Steven Spielberg, as the captain of the ship, and what that kind of environment is like that he gives you guys to play in.
The most incredible thing, gift, whatever you want to call it, that I walked away from every day of my time shooting this film was the gratitude he brings to set in himself. I don't think it's something that maybe consciously or unconsciously he does, but it's impossible to not be imbued with it when you leave. And so every day you'd walk away going, how lucky am I to be able to do this as a job? And how lucky am I to be able to come back here tomorrow? That's something that he just brings with him and himself and who he is as a human being. And I think he gets the best out of his actors because he is that way.
And he also gives you that opportunity, I believe, for there not to be kind of sort of strict guidelines or kind of limitations to performance and scenes, and gives you guys the opportunity. It's not all storyboarded. It's about the response and listening and reacting to things.
I think that is one of the fun things that I learned, was that it's not all storyboard. I mean, that is a set way of vision, what he was looking at. But when you do have something that comes up as an idea, he reacts to what the actors are doing for him to be able to put his camera in certain places that he wants to be able to put it in certain scenes. So that gives you a lot of freedom to be able to help inspire him to do what he does best. So that, again, I'm very lucky to be able to be put in that position in a film like this.
Where do you stand then?
Where'd I start?
Where do you stand in terms of,
Oh.
Are we out there with friends?
No, we got to be. No, there's no way we're alone. I mean, like that'd be insane. I don't know whether it's like a stick bug that has emotions or some sentient being that is like a rat type animal, but I believe that there's something else out there that's some kind of universal knowledge. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're as dumb as we are. They just have better planes.
Come on.
But who knows? But there's got to be something else out there.
Listen, congratulations on a wonderful performance in the film. It's great to chat to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Wyatt, everybody.
Woo.
Thanks so much. Have a
Thank
great
you.
evening.